Hey guys, thanks for tuning into Camcult. This is a full review of Samsung Galaxy S24 basic version with 8 GB RAM and 256 GB storage with Exynos 240010 core. This is an in-depth review to cover the most practical performance of the device in the real world for a common customer's view. Hence it's gonna be a long video, and this video is all you need to watch to know all about this little guy. This phone comes in a very minimalistic box with just the eject pin and the USB-C cable and basic user guides. Of course, without the charger. Good work Samsung in saving the Mother Earth. I've got the yellow color or the gold color phone, and it looks amazing and feels ultra premium in hands. Moreover, we deserve that for this price tag. SIM tray is located at the bottom of the phone, and it supports dual SIMs but no SD card support. There is microphone, USB charging, OTG and audio output port all in one. I have tried with my AKG headset and it works well. Then we have the speakers. I will cover its quality in detail later. On the right hand side we have the power or Bixby button and the volume rockers. They are tactile and they feel really good. At the top we have two noise cancelling microphones. And also we have the second speaker which acts as an earpiece during calls. On the front we have 6.2-inch Full HD Plus display screen with almost invisible bezels and a punch hole for 12-megapixel selfie camera. Front display is protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 2, which is tougher and better scratch and crack resistant. Underneath the display there is fingerprint scanner. Back is also Gorilla Glass Victus 2 and the flat frame is made of aluminum. The whole body is kind of a matte finish, hence making it fingerprint or grease proof. The camera rings are slightly raised, hence it will not fit tight on the tabletop. It weighs only 160 grams, very lightweight, and because of the flat frame, it feels like holding the prettiest little gadget in your hands. This device is IP68 certified, that means you don't need to worry about using it in the rain. It can manage up to 1.5 meter under fresh water for 30 minutes max. Please do pause on this screen and read few limitations called out by Samsung. Now let's look at the most loved feature of Samsung flagships, which is the display. This 6.2-inch display has 90.9% screen to body ratio, one of the best in the class, hence making the bezels ultra thin and give a futuristic look to the display when watching the content. Though it has only Full HD Plus resolution, you won't feel much of a difference even if you are switching from the Quad HD phones. Though at this price range, I wish Samsung had provided Quad HD display. It has a fairly good 2600 nits of peak brightness, making it easier to use in broad daylight. As the screen size is 6.2 inches, relatively small and high pixel density of 416 ppi with 120Hz refresh rate, you will get a premium experience despite being just the Full HD display. Because of high refresh rate, scrolling is buttery smooth and feels awesome but does drain more battery. With all these combinations like compact design, high refresh rate, high brightness, high pixel density, best in class screen to body ratio, the device won't fail to cast a spell on you and make you stare at it whole day. Watching movies, videos and playing games is a treat for eyes. It feels like holding a compact infinite powerhouse device in your hands. Now speaking of power, let's look into Samsung's 4000 mAh battery performance. Samsung claims that we can watch videos up to 29 hours. Well, I kind of had a different experience. I tried battery drain test with Amazon videos, YouTube videos in different resolutions, and the phone didn't even last for 14 hours. I even tried to imitate the real world usage like intermediate video watching, Twitter scrolling, Insta Reels, calls, messages, and spent some time on changing wallpaper settings, some musical Photoshop, and now guess what? It hardly got me through the whole day. To drain from 100% to 10%, it took some 8 hours of on-screen time and background processing, which is kind of disappointing considering the premium price we are paying for this. While using the phone, you can literally see the battery percent dropping every other minute. I think the major reason for this disappointing battery performance is the Exynos chipset. From reliable YouTubers, I have seen that the Snapdragon version is slightly better than this. But still, max 8 hours of on-screen time for an 80,000 rupees premium phone? Pretty disappointing, Samsung. Hope you are listening and your competitors are far ahead of you. It supports up to 25 watt wired and 15 watt wireless charging, which is pretty decent, and you get from 10 to 100% in just 1 hour. Another victim of this compact design is the speaker. It has two stereo speakers. They are loud enough, however they are missing the depth in sound quality that we expect from the premium phones. Even iPhone 15 with similar price tag has a better speakers. Because of copyright issues, I cannot play a popular music for you. However, from the songs that I am playing now, you will get a gist of what I am saying. Having said that, it's not entirely bad either. Speakers are loud, so you can use them to enjoy the podcasts, news, videos, tutorials, etc., where music instrument is not a main player. Even at the max volume, the sound doesn't distort even a bit. That was impressive. And if you want better sound, please make sure you enable the Dol y Atmos from the settings. Another important and routinely used hardware is the fingerprint scanner. Trust me guys, I have been using Samsung flagship since its first generation. With many consistent positive evolutions, even the fingerprint scanner evolved tremendously. It's really responsive and detects the prints 99.9% of the times. I even have put a tempered glass, still it doesn't stutter. If you have wet fingers, no problem. Screen is sprinkled with the raindrops, no problem. It works and it works good. Well, thumbs up Samsung on this. Now let's look into the connectivity part. This phone checks all the boxes in terms of connectivity. It has got Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 802 with Wi-Fi Direct and Hotspot. S24 also possesses NFC and all latest GPS positioning technologies. The USB-C port also acts as audio output and OTG for data transfer with the computers. This device supports Samsung wired and wireless DeX. DeX is one of the favorite features of Samsung, and I often use it while working from home. And now the main purpose the phones were invented for, the calls. S24 supports 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G and all the Gs. Basically every band and every service provider compatible SIMs in India. I have tested the cell reception in many parts of Bangalore and remote areas around, found no issues so far. I also used Jio and Airtel SIMs for testing. Data speed is brilliant. Well, of course it also depends on the network provider. It produces amazing voice clarity for both parties, even in a bit of noisy situation. Other person can hear us clearly thanks to noise suppressing microphones. That brings us to the next set of most important and most discussed hardware components, that's RAM and Exynos processor. Yes, in the United States and some other countries, Samsung is shipping Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, which is a very popular chipset, and for rest of the world it's Exynos 240010 core chipset. Samsung claims that this chipset is as efficient as Snapdragon 8. Same was said about Exynos 990 Note series, and we all know how it ended up with a lot of heating and battery issues. The 8GB RAM seems to handle the pressure pretty fine, and I have tried opening multiple apps at once and used split screen etc. It did not cause any issues. Even switching between the apps was seamless irrespective of number of apps we had it open in the backend. It also has RAM Plus, which uses your phone's storage space to provide virtual memory. You can choose how much of virtual memory can be used, 2GB to 8GB. This is a good option. As many of us are content creators these days, I also tried rendering a heavily edited video using VN Editor, and below are the results. With more than 50 clips, videos, photos and VFX transitions, music, stickers, adding to 7 minutes of the video, I exported it in 4K 60fps, which had the approximate output size of 4GB. It completely rendered the whole video in just 4 minutes. That's so beautiful, so elegant, just looking like a wow. Guys, this is really impressive. Imagine editing a full-length YouTube review of 7 to 8 minutes on this tiny phone. That's really impressive. Yes, it did warm up a little in between, and that's absolutely normal because even the laptops and high-end phones will get warmed while rendering the videos. I had noticed slight warming up while using the camera as well, but that is normal. I haven't tried gaming yet, but I will make a separate video for that. It houses a bigger vapor chamber cooling, which is really effective, and you can feel the heat cooling down faster than earlier generations. I did not face excessive heating during any test so far. Some minor warming was cooled down instantly. So to conclude, overall the performance is smooth and better managed, but in some cases I did feel that having 12 GB RAM would have complemented the premium specs. So far in terms of performance, Exynos chip is not giving me any trouble except for battery issues and battery management. I think this chipset is good. Now the hot topic of the smartphones these days, camera. This basic S24 version houses triple cameras. The main wide-angle camera with 50 megapixels with optical image stabilization, 10 megapixel telephoto lens with 3x optical zoom with OIS, 12 MP ultra-wide camera with super steady video. All three cameras are equipped with night mode and can record up to Ultra HD 60 frames per second, which gives enough flexibility to shoot in different scenarios. Only the main 50 MP lens can record up to 8K 30 FPS videos. And the super steady shot is available only for the main and ultra wide camera. And while using the super steady, you cannot use the night mode. As all three cameras record Ultra HD 60 FPS, below samples are shot in same optimal resolution for better knowing their capabilities. Camera layout remains same and you can find all your options and settings in the same place. It has the Pro mode that works for all three lenses and you can use it for videos as well as photos. It's good for professionals who know how to play around with the controls well. In Pro Video mode, you can select whether the voice should be captured from the front of the lens or the rear of the lens. You can also record using your Bluetooth headset. Slow-mo mode works for only the main camera and can record up to 240 FPS in Full HD and 120 FPS in Ultra HD. Portrait video works in Ultra HD or Full HD up to 30 FPS only and works on 1x or 2x zooms but not in ultra wide, good for capturing or recording the interviews or monologues. It also has the single take feature. This feature lets you record one shot for desired time. You can change and the AI breaks that shot into multiple type of shots as shown here. You can edit or delete these clips from the gallery. You can even choose which shot to delete specifically. This comes in handy while recording in hurry and you don't want to edit post recording. Dual recording helps you record travel logs etc. with one frame of selfie camera and one frame from the main camera. Another interesting feature is the Expert RAW. It's almost like Pro mode with more options. In this you can also capture the Astro photo by enabling your location. Little gimmicky but good to show off during your hill station trips. Photos taken in daylight are phenomenal. Even in night mode it captures stunning photos, but in some of the places you will feel like the things are overexposed. You can also capture the macro photos, but unlike iPhones, it does not capture the macro photos with the ultra wide lens. Rather, you need to zoom in with the 3x lens and capture the pictures. Here are few photo samples taken in different environments and for the different purposes. To conclude, overall the cameras are really good for the beginners and intermediate social media users, good for Instagram, Facebook and making some basic YouTube videos. It has tons of customizations and features to play around with, but do not expect pro level outputs like S24 Ultra or iPhone high-end mobiles. Now that pretty much covers all the hardware components of the phone. Please leave the comments and let me know if you want to know anything else related to these components or if I have missed anything. Well, let's jump into the software part and much hyped Samsung's new AI features. Out of the box, this comes with Android version 14 and on top of that One UI 6.1. And the exciting thing is Samsung has promised major Android upgrades for 7 years, if at all you are planning to use it for that long. It has all the standard options from Samsung like multi-window, edge panels, customizable notification panel, etc. I won't get into in-depth of UI as it's a standard and pretty much remains same with minor changes with each upgrade. Rather, I will show you in detail what is new in One UI 6.1 and what is this advanced intelligence all about. And remember, this AI is not artificial intelligence, rather it's advanced intelligence. Now the most advertised circle to search feature. You can do it from any screen irrespective of whether you're on a gallery or a home page or a web page. Just tap and hold the home button and it will open the search for you. Just circle the part you want to search and you can do it. And while searching at the top, if you press and hold, then it will shrink and lets you search more. This is my favorite feature. You can move the objects from one picture to another picture without many hassles. You can copy paste them, you can edit them, you can resize, and the AI will automatically adjust the background according to your needs. That is amazing, and this is really powerful too. And as it's an AI manipulation, it will add a small AI watermark to legalize the thing and then show that this is not an original picture. That's a good thing. Now you can create your own wallpapers using the AI. There are some predefined parameters. Using the different combinations, you can create whatever you want. Color and the scenery and the objects, etc. So it's pretty handy, it works well. It has the call translation feature, but it's not reliable because the way we use our languages, too many slangs, etc. I hardly doubt it can give good results in India. You can see it right now in front of you. The keyboard has this writing assistant in a few of the supported chat applications like Messages, WhatsApp, etc., where you will get some suggestions on how the way you want to message. You also have a grammar check, which is really powerful. I just typed the wrong sentence here and then I click on here and then it gives the exact sentence that I should be writing. There is chat translation option as well, which you can translate within the app itself, but it has limited language options so far. You can also use your Galaxy device like an interpreter. Hi bhai, kya kar rahe ho? I am having dinner. What about you? Well, that's pretty close. Samsung Notes app has these four options: auto format, summarize, translate, and correcting the spellings. So not all of them work perfectly, but it's a beginning, yeah. This will come in handy if you have a voice memo recorded already, then you can transcribe them, translate them, and also summarize them. I'm not sure about the translation and summarization because they're not accurate. It has similar options for the web pages too, but it never worked for me. If the website is a little complicated and there is a lot of text, it will fail to translate or summarize. Now you can set the background for the alarms. That's really neat, and this is how it looks once you set it. And the last AI feature I want to showcase, this is my favorite one. So while in the gallery, if you have recorded any video, you can just tap and hold on it to see the slow motion version of it. This really helps people like us who make a lot of videos in slow-mo, etc. And if you like that slow-mo pace, then you can just click on the edit button, and then you have different options to play around and save the video in slow motion. Well, that covers all the aspects of this phone's features and performance after rigorous testing. To conclude, this definitely is a compact beauty with good specs and great looks. I wish the processor and battery management was better. Speakers need some improvement. It has really great display and smooth experience. Samsung's One UI definitely adds productivity to the phone. New AI features are really exciting, fun to play with, and they are really good, but don't base your buying decision entirely on AI because these are softwares and can be added in any kind of phone in the future. In real world, we also might not use them on a regular basis. Hope this detailed review help you make decisions. We have put a lot of effort, so please do share this video and subscribe to our channel, and we'll be back with more exciting reviews.